Patronal Feast Day, Regina Pacis Province, Korea. With the crocus, an early spring flower, as a messenger of spring after a bitterly cold winter, we celebrated the Annunciation, the patronal feast day of our congregation, on March 25th. In her letter dated on March 25th, 2025, Sister Marianne asked us a question. How are we now being invited to continue to write this great story into the next 175 years? In order to continue writing the ND story for the next 175 years, Regina Pacis Province spent the day in feast and celebration, a day for all of us while reflecting on the past with gratitude and sending Mary's resounding fiat to our broken world with hope. The warm care of a sister who baked muffins for everyone in the provincial house a day before the feast reminded us of Sister Maria Aloysia's love, who would bake bread for orphans in her later days. The 175th anniversary logo on the muffin led us to appreciate God's goodness and provident care, which began with two young teachers responding yes to the call in 1850 and continues today after 175 years. We thank God that we could sing our hope during the evening adoration so that our beautiful and incredible story may go on to the whole world, and we could spend this day with gratitude for 175 years. Sales for the construction project at the Vietnamese mission. On July 12th and 13th, at Yun Chong Dong, Our Lady of Assumption Parish of the Seoul Archdiocese, we held sales of various goods we created in order to help fund the construction of a mission center in Vietnam. The occasion, which was the very first sale, started smoothly and ended successfully, thanks to the assistance and interest of the pastor, the parish council, and the parishioners. For the sales project, each community in the province tried its best to craft and make a variety of products, including soap bars, Korean side dishes, lemon preserves, embroidered handkerchiefs, and pumpkin rice punch. While preparing the goods to be sold, we could deepen our sense of responsibility and affection toward the mission in Vietnam. We will never forget the warm hearts of the parishioners who, reminding us of the widow's mite in the gospel, offered what they had into the collection box with beautiful smiles. With sincere gratitude to the parish community for their great support of our project, we promise to ensure that their loving care will bear much fruit in Vietnam. SND USA holds a national gathering in July 2025. More than 200 Sisters of the Immaculate Conception Province, USA, gathered near Columbus, Ohio, from July 8th to the 10th, 2025, for prayer, learning, conversation, celebration, and recommitment to mission, ministry, and community. Sisters unable to travel viewed the proceedings via live stream and participated in discussions in their local communities. Seated at tables of 8, the sisters listened to a video presentation by Franciscan Sister Nancy Schreck, who invited us to take a long, loving look at the power of women religious to live their mission in a time of seismic change. Superior General Sister Marianne Culpert offered an overview of the worldwide SND community and the contributions SND USA is making to the life and health of the congregation. Prayer rituals of gratitude, hope, and sending, table discussion, and a liturgy of hope for the Jubilee year, celebrated by Marianist Father James Heft, invited participants to reflect on how we will move forward in response to God's call in today's world. The sisters enjoyed an evening of entertainment with games and singing. Between sessions, more than 60 sisters sent video messages of hope and recollections of sisters who had taught them hope. The joyful energy and peace of the gathering showed the effectiveness of the years of preparation for coming together as one province and the strong relationships built during our 5 years of living SND USA. Summer Junior Gathering in Regina Pacis Province, Korea. From July 25th to the 31st, 7 Regina Pacis Province junior sisters gathered for a summer junior gathering under the theme Pilgrims of Gratitude and Hope. This year marks the 175th anniversary of the congregation and the church jubilee year. We began the gathering with the hope that it would be an opportunity to reflect on the lives and spirits of our foundresses and move forward with renewed hope. On the first day, we had a day of retreat and Lectio Divina. On the second day, we shared questions about our religious life with Sister Marie Philippa, focusing on the theme of consecrated life and the 175th anniversary of the congregation. In the afternoon, we reflected on the founding of the congregation through a reading of Soli Deo. In the evening, we held a Zoom meeting with the sisters in Vietnam. Although we were physically apart, we shared news about each country and experienced unity. We also enjoyed a trip to Sokcho, where we enjoyed the beautiful nature at Siroskan National Park and shared delicious food. It was a truly fulfilling time. Our community service involved cleaning and organizing the outside storage room, sorting out items, and organizing what needed to be used. Despite the midday heat, we happily volunteered, helping each other and offering refreshing drinks. After a day of hard work, we enjoyed a delicious dinner under the theme of Bataan Night, cooking dishes we enjoyed at the Formation House in the Philippines and sharing memories of our time there. Under the theme God's Calling, engraved in my heart, we shared what we were grateful for in our religious life and shared our most memorable moments, allowing us to reflect on our own lives. Also, under the theme We Are the Hope of Notre Dame, we wrote letters to junior sisters in other provinces. On the last day, we shared feedback from the gathering, reaffirmed our individual mottos chosen at our profession, and shared our hopes in the closing liturgy. We would like to thank all the sisters who prayed for this junior gathering. We will continue to be Sisters of Notre Dame who spread the hope that the Lord gave us in our ministries. Child Care Program, Vietnam. The Child Care Program in Vietnam began in 2023 to provide care for children between 18 months and 3 years old. It started humbly with just 3 children. Since then, enrollment has varied depending on local needs, and as of August 2025, the center is caring for 12 children. The purpose of this ministry is to accompany the children throughout the day, helping them grow up healthy and happy. During meal times, the sisters gently guide them in forming good habits, washing hands, using utensils properly, and greeting one another with a cheerful "enjoy your meal." After lunch and before returning home, the children are helped to wash up, change clothes, and practice personal hygiene. The little ones also enjoy a variety of activities and games, with special attention given to language development. Community celebrations such as birthdays, Christmas, and Thanksgiving fill their days with joy and lasting memories. Developing both fine and gross motor skills is especially important for children aged 18 months to 2 years. The sisters encourage these abilities through toys that help the children grasp and manipulate objects. The center is designed to allow the children space to move, run, and play freely in a safe and happy environment. Yet, physical growth is only part of the mission. Just as vital is helping the children learn to share, build friendships, and grow in faith and human values with a warm, family-like atmosphere. Each child is embraced as a precious member of the community and a treasured gift entrusted to the Sisters of Notre Dame through their educational mission. Sexual Psychology course at the International Formation House in Bataan. Sister Mary Mwende from Kenya, who completed the UISG training program for formators in July and then arrived in Bataan, led a one-week course on sexual psychology for the first-year novices as part of the SND training program. This course was much more than a transfer of knowledge. It became a journey of deeper inner exploration and challenge for the participants. Confronting their own sexual identities and psychological patterns, the novices sometimes faced uncomfortable and unfamiliar questions. Yet through this process, they gained a deeper self-understanding and widened their capacity for empathy toward others. New insights challenged their old ways of thinking, and through honest dialogue with themselves amid this inner turbulence, many were able to redefine the direction of their lives. This time was valuable not only for the classes themselves, but also because for many sisters, it was their first encounter with an African sister. The time shared with Sister Mary Mwende became a living testimony that despite differences in culture and race, we are truly one family under the Notre Dame roof. The lively African music and dance she introduced, along with the joy of preparing and sharing chapati, a traditional African dish, during the Formation House schedule, provided beautiful opportunities for cultural exchange. May the good Lord bless Sister Mary Mwende and grant her the grace she needs as she begins her mission of accompanying African postulants in experiencing God's goodness and discovering their vocation. Meal program at the Stella Maris Retreat Center, Bataan, Philippines. With the relentless heat, humidity, rains, and storms, children around the Formation House in the Bataan area were unable to go to school or even play outdoors, often confined to their small rooms. This gave rise to the idea of organizing a movie theater program for them. On the day chosen, all the religious people in the diocese gathered in our Stella Maris Retreat Center for the annual general meeting, so every member of the Formation House was busy preparing for it. However, as soon as the meeting ended, we quickly transformed the hall, turned on the air conditioning, and screened a Tagalog movie for the children in the cool auditorium. Snacks and drinks prepared the day before were distributed. At first, we feared the large crowd of children might disrupt the quiet movie setting. To our amazement, however, they sat in perfect silence for 2 hours, utterly captivated. After the movie, we called families by name and distributed food supplies, first to the children and their parents. Providentially, just when we were planning this program, a generous donation from Korea arrived, allowing us to prepare food bags like government or NGO relief packages after natural disasters. But this event turned out to be our most attended since starting the Pandasal program, the novitiate's apostolic program which provides food to children living around landfills. At the entrance, we realized the food prepared was not nearly enough. While the children were engrossed in the movie, we quickly combined the 60 family food bags with supplies from our community warehouse to stretch them to 80. Even so, when the distribution began, we found it was still insufficient. In haste, we brought down food set aside for our own dinner and even leftovers from the previous day. By the time we handed out the very last portion, it felt as though we had witnessed the miracle of the 5 loaves and 2 fishes unfolding before our eyes. No one went without. Everyone left rejoicing. And we too felt overwhelming joy despite having spent the entire day on our feet with hardly a moment to rest. Once again, we experienced that fullness and satisfaction do not come from material abundance or comfort, but from the joy of sharing with the poor and the love of God that sustains us. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to the sisters and supporters whose prayers and generosity continue to strengthen our solidarity with the poor.